Is there someone there? How odd. I can't decipher whether you're mortal or deity. What's another thing? Oh, there you are. Oh, please, don't look so startled. I'm not going to hurt you. Although, I could understand why any flesh-eating monster might want to take a chunk out of you. Kidding. I was just saying that you look like you have a lot of meat on you with how big you are, and... oh, sorry, I haven't gotten much practice lately with mortals and... or gods. What are you, actually? You seem... unusual. Most certainly not the common traveller that might find themselves in this forest. Not a hunter either, I would think. Though that sword does look impressive. It's not for animals, methinks. Well, young lad, what purpose could someone such as yourself be travelling through here for? A mission? It must be quite an important one, I'd wager, with all your fancy garb and equipment. Though you may appear stoic, I can sense nervousness. But do not worry. You are not the first traveller to stumble into this forest with that look in their eyes. And lucky for you, I am a very helpful faun. Satyr, faun, go-girl. I've been called very many things over the years. I prefer faun, frankly. But allow me to introduce myself. I am Cinna. You may call me your friendly forest guide also. Everyone does. Curious thing. My friends would agree with you there. They would say I'm curious to a fault, and perhaps just a bit too nosy for my own good. But who wouldn't be curious about someone like you? Well, come on then, follow me. You look like you've had a long day. Come sit and rest by the fire. I'm sure some warmth and food could do you wonders right now. Oh, you don't need to worry about things lurking out here. They don't bother me. Well, most of them don't. Stick close and you'll be just fine, traveller. I'll guide you safely. Perhaps in return you'll tell me a small tale about yourself, huh? You've got something special. I can sense it. I just can't quite put my hoof on it yet. Watch your step. The roots love to grab at ankles. Sit. You look like you're hard to keel over. Don't make me drag you down by your boots. Cozy? It's not much, but it's enough. That's all that matters. Don't mind the mess. I apologize, traveller. I wasn't expecting anyone, so I didn't clean away the remaining pots and pans. Sorry. I just try to be presentable for you folk. Makes me seem less beastly, I suppose. Anyway, I had a steak going already before you got here. Let's call it experimental. Sometimes the forest provides me with the strangest of ingredients. Oh, no, traveller. No need to worry about poison or anything. I assure you it is edible. So, traveller, while we wait for the stew to be ready, why don't you tell me a bit about yourself? About this grand quest of yours? Sent by the gods? The Olympians? Oh, you must be mighty important then if that's the case. You must be off to slay some terrible beast, aren't you? Oh. The Gorgon. You must know the stories, though. How no mortal ever comes back from her cave. Many pass through this very forest. I never see those men a second time. I don't know much of her, in truth. The rumours float throughout the forest and obviously beyond. I hear her gaze turns men to stone. That her hair whispers sins, and each end has the head of a snake. I must ask, that shield, those sandals, they are gifts from the gods, are they not? Athena and Hermes. So you must have met them then? Sorry, I just get very excited about them. If you succeed in your journey, you're bound to meet them eventually. It would be an honor, if having their attention alone isn't one of the highest already. You know, I've met gods before. Dionysus comes down regularly to mingle with mortal and monster folk alike. Now there's a wild spirit, always feasting and dancing, barely a care in the world. I do also believe I've seen Pan, though that man is a tricky one. Always piping his strange melodies and laughing at everyone's expense. I'm sure I've heard a chuckle or two while making treks and inadvertently going the wrong way or stumbling over a broken branch. We'd probably love you. You have that aura about you. Part mortal, part something more. Or perhaps I'm just imagining it. The stew smells about ready. Be careful, it should be very hot, so don't burn yourself. Eat up. You'll need your strength for what's up ahead. Take a rest, dear one. The forest is vast and full of dangers, but here, by the fire, you're safe. Tell me, O gift-given traveller, have you ever thought about what comes after this quest of yours, when the monster is slain and the gods have had their fun? What will be left for you? I apologize if it's a tad loaded question. It's just, I suppose that it's because of how many fighters have come through these parts in my years. How many who have never returned through here? They probably are. It's a fair question still, I think. The gods, you see, they have this way of using people, mortals, even creatures like me sometimes. Did you know that Pan, a wild, mischievous Pan, he once loved a nymph? Syrinx was her name. She ran from him, terrified, and begged the river gods for help. They agreed and turned her into reeds to conceal herself. And what did Pan do? He made a flute from her. A flute? He still plays it, you know. You can hear it sometimes if you're lucky, or unlucky, depending on your view. Tell you more. Mind amusing me with the answer as to why? Calming. Oh, I suppose so. Well, I suppose I must if my great warrior asks. How about Dionysus then? He's full of joy, sure, but his kind of joy, it can drown you. His minutes, they dance and laugh and sing, but they also destroy. Sometimes I wonder if he even knows the difference. It's not all bad, really. I've heard Athena's fair, wise, though not without her flaws, obviously. Hermes? Oh, well, he's clever, charming. You might even call him kind, if you're useful to him. But then, maybe that's just the way of things. The gods are complicated, like fire. Warmth, light, and life, but also dire destruction. And you're tangled in their flames now, aren't you? It's so very dangerous, being a part of their games. I do fear for you, traveller. But maybe you'll be the exception. Maybe you'll be the one who gets to choose what comes after. Or maybe you'll just come back here and have more stew with me. You'll need more than strength, you know. Medusa's lair isn't just dangerous, it's cursed. The air itself, they say, it turns heavy. The walls, they whisper. You'll need your wits, your courage, maybe a bit of luck. Finish your stew. Get some rest. The forest will watch over you tonight, and I'll be here if you need anything. Anything at all. Still awake, are you? I thought you might have dozed off by now. I don't blame you. Rest isn't easy when your mind's weighing you down with what's ahead. Whoa, this cold. The forest always seems to breathe out its chill at night. Oh, you're shivering. Oh, you should have said something. No, don't be stubborn. Come here. I'm part goat, remember? We are warm and fluffy by nature. You, on the other hand, are very human. Fragile. Like a twig waiting to snap in the frost. Now come closer. I promise I'll be careful with my horns and hooves. There we go. See? Not so bad, is it? I always thought humans make the best pillows. Strong and warm-blooded, though a little bony at times. Not you, though. You're quite comfortable with all these muscles you have. Yes, I know. It's a little strange for me too, sharing warmth like this. But I've guided so many travellers thus far. Really, I can't remember the last time I've sat this close to someone. It's nice. I'm glad you agree. You know, I've always wondered what it's like to live like a mortal. To feel the weight of your quests. The way the gods pull your strings. It must be exhausting. I wonder if anyone ever thinks about you. Not just the hero, but the person underneath. I'm sorry, I'm just rambling again. You must think I'm terribly nosy. It's just, I like listening to people, watching them, trying to understand them. And you're one of the most interesting ones I've met. Oh, your face. You look so serious. Lighten up, dear traveller. Life's heavy enough without dragging it into quiet moments like this. Oh, you noticed. Yes, my tail's wagging. I'm sorry, I just can't help it. Does that when I'm happy or comfortable. I hope you don't mind. Cute. Oh, well, thank you. I've never been told I was cute before. Well, despite me having a lot of travellers come through in the past, recently it's been far less frequent. Perhaps times are changing. No, it doesn't bother me. Not at all, actually. Gosh, what am I saying? I don't even properly know what you are. I suppose you're right, that it doesn't matter, really. Do you really want to do this? Fauns aren't usually seen as anything by mortals. Oh, sorry. I'm just nervous, I suppose. A traveller has never noticed me that way, or wanted this of me. Feels odd. Oh, not in a bad way, no. Just odd. Odd to be liked so much. For you to take an interest beyond my little tales I tell. You want to show me how much you like me? How? A kiss? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I've never done that with a mortal. I'm assuming it's quite different to anything I might have had before. Yes, I think I'd like to know whether it's different. I think I'd like you to show me. Please, show me. Sorry, that was, really good. You're a good kisser. Let's both get some rest. I think it will be good. The fire will keep us safe tonight, and me, of course. Nothing in the forest dare challenge me. Well, except for you, perhaps, but I think I can handle you. Close your eyes. I'll keep watch. Just rest. The world can wait for you. If only.